Alright, I'm Sovereign Sage. And they added more stuff to Genshin to give me something to do. So they added a whole bunch to Genshin. Um, they now have another Hangout series for Layla. They added her. And they also brought back Nilo and Nahida. They also added a whole new area to explore out here, which is kind of funny because I still haven't explored this area here, this Mount Damavand. I actually haven't done the main world quest out here because I've been busy doing a bunch of other stuff. And it does take time to play through this game. And then my videos for this game don't usually get viewed well because, you know, everybody plays this, and it's like one of those games where people have like their one specific person that they want to watch for this game. They don't care to watch other people play it. And I'm the same way with other games as well. I only ever like to watch the one person that I like play that. When it comes to other people, I just don't care. So, but I have some friends that used to have this, but they lost it, and they can't re-download it, mainly because they don't care to, or because they're so far behind that they say that they can't get back into it because it's been uninstalled and they lost it, and it would take them way too long to do it. And this is a game that is really time consuming. I feel like there's even people who are ridiculing the actual voice actor for Sino, because he's also a VTuber, Sayu, Alejandro Saab. I really like the guy a lot. And no, I don't mean like him as in like him. He is married. I mean, I like his work. I like his voicing for Sino. It fits perfectly. Like, he brings the character to life in such a way that just embodies who the character is. Um, and that's what I like about what his work. Because compared to all of the other characters in the game, he's just different. Each of the characters in this game are unique in their own way. I'm not trying to compare them to each other. And I'm not comparing the actual voice actors to each other because they're all their own real people in real life, and I don't know them personally. And I'm not going to say that, oh, someone is like someone when I don't even know them. So I'm talking about their characters, not who they are outside of voicing. But I just like what he does with the character. He brings Sino to life in such a way that fits who I feel who Sino is. Um, But basically, it's like due to that, like, he was ridiculed because he has like all of his characters are at level 90 and he has everything maxed out, and people are like, oh, you must have too much free time. But there are some people in the world that do have more time than others. So, like for me, a lot of my regions are maxed out at 100 or 80 or 90, which shows how much I play the game. Um, but this is something I've been doing since like 2020 when I first got into it. So, like, I've maxed these out over a couple years. I didn't just sit down and do this shit all at once. Not only that, what's annoying too is some of my areas are stuck like at 80, 95, 98, 89, and I don't know why when I've explored the whole region, the whole area, and it won't max it out for me. Usually I think it's because I haven't found a chest or done a quest or something like that. Because some of my other regions, all my other islands for Inazuma are at 100 except for the one over here. I don't know why. Same thing in Leah. I have, Leisha's at, 100, which is, and stuff like that, but all the other ones aren't. Milan's at 97, Kwangji Estuary is at 94, Sea of Clouds is 96, and then when we get to Sumeru, all of my other regions, over here the jungle's at 100. The reason why it's probably at 100 is I've done all the quests that are out here. I done like a 4-month quest that was out here. It took me 4 months to complete it, and I'm actually still not done with it. Not only that, I go through here to farm for the mushrooms for Skara and Kale. So I've been all up and around here looking for them, so that's probably why. Some of my other areas are at max, but some of my areas in the desert are, because I do like desert areas in games, but they opened up a whole new area, and also I did get Layla. I got her just before I started this, so unfortunately she's stuck. I need these, which is funny because those are the exact same things that Skara needs. See, he needs them as well. He's fucking 20 of them, though, to get him to 90, which is the last level. Stop. So we can work on her for a while, right until she gets to the 8, because then it gets a little hard. She's so loud when she does that. I also don't have any artifacts for her, because like I said, I literally just got her. And I was trying to look up what was good for her, and everybody keeps saying, Frost Slayer or the Noblesse Oblige. Me, I feel like you should build your characters however you want. I try to get a good idea, but a lot of my characters aren't built correctly. Like, a lot of the shit that he has, Sean Ling actually needs those. Like the Witch Flame's Heart and this. He should not have those. They belong to her. Like, the flower she has is also shit. Like, the artifacts my characters have are fucking horrible. These are not ideal in any way. The only characters that actually have decent shit is probably like him or him. Well, I gave him the balloon. I took it off of him. He had a cryo, the Frost Slayer crown, which had anemo damage on it. But I took it off of him because I want him to have something that had physical damage. And this also has crit damage. Because Xiao is weak as shit. My Xiao is weak as shit. I don't mean the character in general. I mean mine. The way I have him built, like, he just, boy can't hit for shit. So, I've been trying to work on him. Another thing that's screwing me up too is a lot of my characters' artifacts are at 4 stars, which limits their abilities. Not only does it limit, like, what you can give them in attack and shield, like, defense and everything. It just limits their possible abilities. In order to have your characters truly strong, they need to have all 5 stars. But with this game, as if anyone who actually plays it knows, getting 5-star artifacts of the artifacts you want is like fucking impossible. It's like throwing a needle into the air and hoping you hit something that's there. Yes, I tried to rhyme that, because that's exactly what it's like. And a lot of my characters don't have the right thing. I also gave her this feather because it has crit damage on it. I've discovered, well, Skara was the one who kind of taught it to me. If you have crit damage and crit rate on your character's things, they will hit like fucking trucks. Because you always see people with this game saying, oh, I have the best damage, and oh, blah, 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 and it's annoying. Because I'm not somebody who compares myself to others, but there are people with this game that act like they're the best players in the whole world because they hit for like 200,000 damage with one hit. Yeah, that's impressive and that's fine, but you know, like, everyone plays their own way. And I was trying to figure out what I could do to make my characters hit harder for my style. For me, not to compare myself to others, just for me to help me through the game, because there are some things I struggle with, right? So, Scar, when I got him, it's kind of funny to say, he's like the first one who taught that to me. By messing around with the items that I had given him, I realized that his items that have crit rate or crit damage, as you can see there where it says crit damage 62.2, I noticed that I got lucky with those because they were given to me randomly, and then he has a crit rate on this, and then he has a crit damage here. I noticed that by having crit rate and crit damage, any item that has those on the artifacts, or even the weapons as well, which he does, that helps you a lot. Crit damage is what helps you get damage in the game. Anything with crit is actually how you fuck up shit. So, as of right now, it's funny to say, but I think he's my strongest character. He hits harder compared to all of my others, and it's really absurd. The only other character I've gotten to hit for like 35,000 with one hit, I think it was like 32 or 33, I can't remember. The only other character I had that was with Haza. And he doesn't have a lot of crit rate stuff either. I mean, he has one there, then he has one there, and let's see, he has crit rate and damage there. So see, he has a couple items that have that on them. And I noticed that it's like damage over time. Another thing with Skara, though, that makes him do more damage compared to other characters is when he is affected with Pyro, it actually increases his damage. It's one of his innate abilities. right here, where it says Pyro, attack is increased by 30%. So when we are flying with him, if he is in fire or taking fire damage, and then you launch into the air with him, it'll light up one of the little sigils on the symbol that appears behind him. I guess the Jade Claim Flower, if that's what you want to call it. And I noticed that if he's affected with fire while I'm attacking and I have flying around with him, that's actually what gets me more damage. And I have tested it before. There was one time I hit for like an insane amount of damage when I was fighting him, for like fighting himself. And it was the most damage I had ever seen him do, and it freaked me the fuck out. I was like, what? So I realized that that is why he is my strongest character compared to all my other ones, which is hilarious. But we don't have anything for her. The only thing is there's so much for me to do and try to cover that I probably won't be able to do it all at once. Because there's way too much shit that got added to the game. But I'm gonna try to do what I can. She's like, oh, yeah, that's how I feel. Because we still have Dia story quests, which I had started but never even finished. Like, it got started by accident, because I tried going to an area to do a commission quest to drop off flowers to some guy inside the bazaar in Sumeru City, and it turns out that's where her story quest starts at, so it got started by accident. But we did open up Nahida's, who I actually care for a lot more. So you can see here Nahida's is opened up. But the only thing is, story quests for these characters take about 2 hours to complete, give or take. And then we have the Hangouts, which I just got Layla's. The Hangouts take me about another 2 or 3 hours, so for me to cover everything that they added to the game, like to cover everything, it could take me well over 12 hours, possibly longer. So, because you figure each story quest takes about 2 hours, so this is about 4. Then the new content they put out for me to explore everything out there could take about another hour or 2. And then for me to do the Hangouts, that's probably about another hour or 2. So you figure that's already close to like 6 or 7. And then for me to try to go around and like get artifacts and stuff for her would take longer. And then here at 3 AM, my commission quests are going to regenerate. So they say you're supposed to give her this or this. So her crit hits have a 70% chance to generate a small amount of elemental particles, or, because that's not my strongest weapon. I gave her this just because it's interesting, and the characters wielding the weapon deal 32% more damage to opponents that are affected by the cursed parasol, and by hitting them will inflict cursed parasol upon them for 10 seconds, and if you hit them it does more damage. But they also said that you can give her this, but this is actually a sword that it's recommended to give to Albedo, mainly because it increases your skill damage and your skill crit rate, and I guess it's really great. But I'm gonna give her this for now, because I don't really have another sword. I haven't been able to level up my single swords, and the swords that I do have, I already gave them to specific characters, and I don't really care to get rid of them. I'm trying to build a sword. The one that Shinobu has is the one that I'm going to give to Kazuha if I get him. And I don't know when they're bringing him back. Probably not till fucking like November or December of this year. I'm just assuming. I don't know. Because they roll these characters back every couple months, and I'm thinking, well, if they added Nilo and Nahida for like the next month or 2, maybe they'll be adding him some point, because they do roll back the famous characters towards the end of the years usually. But I think around this time, Kazuha's banner had already ran, but I think it ran back in like June or July. I can't really remember. I think it was back in actually like March or something, because that's when I got Heizo and Toma. So I can look at the dates of when I got them, and that'll tell me. So I want to give this to him, and then I'm going to give this one to Shinobu. So, like the Japanese-esque swords. And today is Thursday. Or no, today's Wednesday. So I can't even do this. So, like, this is what's stressing me out, is I have way too many weapons and too many things in-game to focus on, that it's hard for me to focus on building one specific character, because there's too many aspects to your character. You have to level up the character themselves, plus their artifacts, plus their talents, and their weapons. And there's just so many perimeters to level up that it's kind of overwhelming at times, because then they have the default character themselves, level them up like that. Then you have to level up their weapon, then their artifacts, then their constellations, and then their talent levels. Like, there's so many things that go into leveling a character in this game compared to other games, that if you don't have a lot of time and resources in game, your characters are gonna get stuck like mine. Where they just get stuck at a low ass level and you can't get them past it because you need like fucking 20 of these. And it's stuff like that, you know. She doesn't need 20 of those until I get her to right before 90. Then it goes to 20, because that's where Scar is at right now. And she pretty much needs some of the same items that he does. Because he's locked because of these as well. And you need like 60 of those. But I don't really want to max him quite yet. So it's okay. But I probably should be trying to look into that. She's so low leveled. So I can get her to 50. Please stop. She does the same thing that Scara does, where they make unnecessary moaning noises in your fucking ear. Yeah, so we got her, which is funny because I had wanted her last time and I didn't get her. So I think it's hilarious that they gave her to me now. It's irony. It's ironic. But she's kind of weak as shit, so that's why I'm saying I probably shouldn't take her out here to try to fight anything, but I wanted to go try to farm some artifacts for her really quick, but the problem with that is, well, there's so much to do out here. What the fuck is that? Okay. I thought it was a glowing block. It's actually a cell that they have something in. So I think that new area, I have to go into a cave to reach it. Huh? I like how when she runs, you can hear wind chimes jingling. Oh, there it is. So I like exploring, and because they opened up this new area, like there's just so much for me to do. That's kind of overwhelming, but it's fine at the same time, because it actually gives me a reason to play the game. Because there are times where I do everything and there's nothing for me to do, and it gets boring. I'm one of those people where, in order for me to keep playing a game, there has to be constant bullshit for me to do. Like, constant bullshit just stacked. And before the update, there wasn't anything in the game for me to do, which is why I wasn't playing it, so. But now that they added all this shit, now I have a reason to come back and play. Because normally what I would do, I would just log in every day to do my commissions and to try to farm for items to get money and to try to get artifacts and stuff. When it comes to actually things for me to actually do that are like story-wise, there wasn't anything. She looks dead to the world. I don't think she can hit though. This is bad because she has no artifacts and she has a low life number. He noticed me. Fucking noticed me like a psycho. Look at the way he's staring at me. He's gonna load in my face. You know, I like the Abyss Mages because they remind me of the pose from Legend of Zelda. Because they kind of had the same look where they had like dark silhouetted faces with like glow eyes. And it kind of almost looks like the game called Journey. The little cloth creature you played as also had like a blacked out face with glowing eyes. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's a reoccurrent thing that I keep seeing in games that I play, and it's kind of hella weird. He's gonna do it. He's gonna laugh, and then he's gonna poop in my face. Stop it. She has a shield, but man, that damage already. I'm burning alive.
The wind rises. Search for it. Know your place. That's far enough.
Ow. He's the poof master. Literally, they literally just poof. Like the fucking air, like the wind. Man, he took so much damage from that. I feel that it is absurd. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. And now he brings his friend. Fuck your fire, bro. No, hit this. Hit this.
The night is cold.
Oh, there's another one? There's another one. I am dying.
Submit for judgment.
Take it!
Gimme. Man, they're everywhere. She took so much damage from that. Well, you figure she has no artifacts, so she has nothing protecting her. Ooh.
Wow. Suddenly, I don't feel so tired.
And suddenly, I feel like I'm dying. Huh? All right. No, I need 75, 77. What is it? 75. Okay. Like, what is the deal with that? They're like, let us hold them captive. Oh, I'm dying so hard. Also, that wasn't there before. You see that red glowing thing? The challenge. Well, see, I know that this is like the new region, but I've been out here before. I don't understand why that would not have been done, unless it was something I couldn't have done, and that's probably what it is. That's questionable. Those are some questionable noises you're making, my dear. I wouldn't keep doing that if I were you. Man, they get full so quickly. Shove this fucking stick down her throat. What is it? How have I not done this before? Are you serious? I don't know why I was about to say, are you cereal? Oh, that is how... Did you see it? Disappear... No! I don't think that worked as intended. They were disappearing.
My glitter stars!
Oh my god! You fucking bird! I told you Scar is my strongest character. He fucking hits like a truck. Well, it's also because of all the crit rate shit that he has. Also, how did I screw that up? Like, the time limit was abysmal, and then the little thingies that I had to teleport to were disappearing. Hold on. It says 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it just didn't load.
Oh, glad I saw this. I almost didn't even notice it.
You want to wake up? Do you want to wake up? Do you want to wake up?
Stars, shine through! Not now! Bellowing thunder!
Oh my god. Like, his damage is absurd. He hits like a truck.
You dare to gaze upon me?
I must admit, ever since I got him, he has been carrying me a whole lot.
Wow. Suddenly, I don't feel so tired.
Suddenly, I feel like I need to work on you because this isn't fucking happening. Yeah, I don't know what I should get her though. They say, I don't know. There was another artifact they were saying if it's not Noble Eyes of Blesh, They were saying it was the millilith, and I think that that's fucking wrong. Oh. Well, what I could do is see, this is the millilith right here. And this is the Frosty Blizzard Slayer. It keeps saying Frost Slayer. They want her to have like that, but I think you should build your characters however you want, you know? I mean, I could take artifacts off another character that I'm not using, because I have been doing that. I've been taking shit off people, and there's some other characters that don't got artifacts because I took them. See, these... I want to give her a mixture, because they supposedly there's new domains out here in the desert, too, that I want to go look at. There's new domains out there. Did it not add it? Are you fucking serious? But I don't know if I should give her that, because the Nobleye is a bless. Several of my characters are wielding those. He has the Noblesse Oblige. And I think Child does too? No, he has one item from it. He has this. This is the one. There was another character though who had a bunch of Noblesse stuff. Oh yeah, he has one. And I think it's because his has animal damage on it. He has two. He has two of that set. So I want to focus on something that's going to give her just... I mean, you can focus on artifacts that give them stuff with their element, like elemental boost, like cryo or pyro or whatever you... I want to focus on stuff that gives them crit as well as physical shit. Elemental stuff is fine, but like, nah. So I need to give her these here have good attack on them. And the ones that I got lucky with have crit fucking damage. Like this feather is better than the one that Skara has. If I was to max it out and took the crit rate off of crit damage off of her and gave it to him, he would probably be hitting a lot harder. But I don't want to do that because I could swap their feathers. See, his has health on it, and this one doesn't. It does, but I don't know, it doesn't equal up to what he has. Maybe it does. It also has attack on it. See, his has health plus 717, defense plus 60, HP plus 5.8, and then attack 9.9. As where this one is all a bunch of defense crap. It has one thing for health on it, but nothing for attack. But it does have crit damage on it. It's just I don't know if I want to swap it because I don't want to break him. I've been doing that also where I have a character that has something and I take something off of them and it breaks the shit out of them. And I'm already tired of breaking my characters because once you break them you can't undo it. He has a lot of Nobleye stuff as well. What I mean by that too is like they have like a good set amount of damage. You'll take an artifact off of them to replace it back later, and it just breaks them. Like, that's what happened to Barbara. She used to have a decent amount of life. Like, she used to hit really hard. I fixed her a little bit. But originally, she used to have like over 10,000 life. And then I took some artifacts off her a long time ago, and I never got her back to what she was. She had became permanently broken, which is why I was forced to take her out of my team, and I stopped using her months ago. Like, years ago. I only recently started using her again, because I maxed out her weapon, and I've been working on her. But her life originally, it's pretty low, and it was higher. I think I had also broke a couple other characters, too. I took something off of him recently that kind of screwed him up. And originally with Changyun, I took something off of him that had screwed him up, and the same thing with Shanling. So, it hasn't been the same, and that's why I'm worried about doing stuff like that. Now's not the time, friend. So I need to work on them. It's just I don't know what to give her. Because I wanted to give her a cross between the Nobleyes of Blesh and then what Skara has. Because the Desert Pavilion Chronicle, these are pretty good artifacts. They were the recent ones added before the new ones that they added now. They added 2 new sets, but I haven't got to them because they're in the new desert area that's not unlocked because I haven't been out there, obviously. And I want to combine these to see what it could give her, but trying to farm for them is not going to be easy. I'm struggling so hard. So I can go out to the new area, because there's a domain here. And these are the 2 artifact sets. So we have Nymph's Dream, and then we have the Varakasha's Glow. These are the 2 new artifact sets that they added to the game. I don't know how good these are, and I don't really know what they do, since they all do different shit. It says it seems like they're Hydro, and she's not Hydro, she's Cryo, so. And this one out here just seems for HP, doesn't tell me much else. Like if you had 2, it tells you by 2 piece or 4. If you have all of them, it triggers a bunch of crap. This one, if you just have 2 pieces of it, just increases your health, so. I don't really know if I'm gonna focus on those, due to what it is that it says that they do. Well, let's see. I'm pretty sure to get out there there was a tunnel, right? That was underground. This song makes me feel like Final Fantasy 15 or something. Please no. Yeah, I'm looking for this. No, I think this leads to a dead end. I think they want me to take this road here. Because there is another area that goes underground that leads to like the Lost City or some shit, but you can't go farther past that. But I'm thinking maybe I can now, because they added a region behind it. So I've been out here with Changyin before and I found it. It's like the Lost City or some shit. I don't know if they expanded back here though, man. Look at all these rocks I could be getting. I wouldn't. I'm serious. Stop it. Leave me alone. Can I just farm my fucking minerals in peace? Stop. Oh my god. I just want my sweet Sensitias. There we go. The Lost Nursery or something. There's a bunch of birds that hang out in here. They're not dangerous, they're just kind of there. I wouldn't worry about them.
I ride on wind and cloud alike.
They're kind of neutral, because I'm standing like literally right next to it, and it's not freaking out. If they were dangerous, it would have already been attacking me by now. Yep.
Spirit Blade. Attack.
I want that chicken. Give me the chicken. Shit.
You're dead. Wind rises.
Come down. Scara is good to attack them because they fly all over the fucking place. And I can't see where they are. I can't believe that there are actually people who passed on this character. Like, what? I mean, people can like what they want, but I personally think he's one of the best fucking characters in the whole game because he flies!
Upon the gale.
You can also reach things that you can't reach normally. I don't know if they're going to allow me to go past here because there was an invisible wall before, but I'm assuming that they probably won't because they added on to it. There's more to it back here, but I don't know if it ends in here though, or if I can keep going. Because originally there's the wall. I wonder why. Why would they do that? Maybe it's something that they're going to add later in the game, and they just don't want you here right now. Well, I just wanted to see. I guess now I know. I guess we'll go back out. It is pretty quiet and peaceful in here, though. The birds. I don't even know. I just wanted to see if it added on to that. And it does not. So I do have to go the other way. Oh, that's fun. I've been noticing that my ping is a lot stronger connection, because normally it would be like at 68 or 50 something, and lately when I've been logging in, it's been like at 40. Gimme! No, don't you leave.
Squall Fury.
Oh, it just... Oh. Has a mind of its own, I guess. Yeah, that little number underneath that character image on the upper right of the screen where it says MS. I guess that's your ping connection to the server.
Too slow.
And there's been some people where they get to like negative 200 and something, and then your game starts glitching. I've had that happen to me. And when it starts getting to 200 and it turns red, your game will act funny. Like shit won't load correctly. It's moaning in my ear. That did happen to me one time when I was playing with Hazo, and my ping went to like negative 255, and then like the lighting and shit was freaking out. There was like lights flashing all over the place because it was trying to load, I guess, day to night, and it couldn't do it, and it was weird. Like things in the game started teleporting around funny. There's like memes online of people doing ping compilations, and it's funny. Because like you will teleport around, like you'll slash here, but then end up like over there. Because the way the game, you don't got a strong connection to the server, and it starts lagging around. It is kind of rare that that's happened. It's only happened to me twice. And I've been playing this game for like 3 years. I do like desert areas though. Reminds me of the desert areas in Legend of Zelda. There's the new area. I don't know, when I look at that it just looks like ether to me. And I don't mean ether as in the netherworld, I mean ether as in the actual fucking character, her brother. Because I'm used to him being with purple on the symbol. I don't think I can just go up to it though. I don't know, I think Mihoyo does have some pretty interesting ideas, because if you look at their other games, if you look at Honkai Impact the Third, and if you look at Honkai Star Rail, like, they can do some pretty interesting things. Because people keep saying that they like Honkai Impact too much, that's like their main child, and this is like the second, third child that they don't care too much for, but they do put a lot of dedication into each of their games, so I don't think it's fair to say that. Because if they didn't care about this game, they wouldn't still be adding shit to it. And they do, and have been. Wow. So, to say that they don't care is a lie.
Hot days and freezing cold nights. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
It's true. The desert usually is hot as shit during the day and then cold as fuck at night. If you've ever been in the desert, like to Utah, Salt Lake City, or in Arizona, like, where is it? Let's see if I can open this up really quick, because I'm running in the opposite direction. I want to go to the bright purple Eye of Sauron, but they're gonna have to hold on a minute. This way? Well, sometimes these domains require you to do a puzzle to open them, and I really hope that it doesn't do that to me. I'm also trying to look for the Dendroculluses, because I'm trying to expand the tree by getting sigils, and I think I needed like 32 or 35. And then I needed like 30 of these to go to level 8. Ooh. How many do I got? Let me see. I think I needed 32. Because all my other statues, like Venti's statue, Zhongli's statue, and Ace statues, are all maxed, but Nahida's isn't. And I'm trying to work on it. I hate these ones. They're usually, you have to fight something. I like the Elder Helix ones. Woof! They're time-based. Okay, I don't have to do any intricate puzzles to open it. Great. I just come up and touch it. Good to know, because I wasn't going to do it. I don't know if I want to give her these, because these are all hydro-based shit. I don't know if I want to try it. I just want to open it. Don't notice me. Please don't notice me. No. And you had to go and notice me, didn't you?
My color stars!
Take my fucking ice stars. Just beating him with stars like an asshole. Here, let me help her out a little bit. I mean, she has no artifacts, that's why I'm not doing any damage. Feel like I'm losing my mind, get out of my damn way. Holy shit!
Take this!
Oh my god. If I ever pull out Skara, you know I'm serious. You know I'm immediately annoyed.
Squall Fury.
Are these ice crystals or? It almost looks like piles of like salt. Couldn't talk for a minute. Touch it.
Quit following me.
I swear to God. This is new. Man, there's just so much to explore out here. This is the new area. Yeah, it's 3 AM, so my commission quest's regenerated. I don't know, they used to regenerate at 2 AM, and now it's 3. I don't know why they changed it. I can't tell if this is meant to be ice. Why would there be ice in the desert? That doesn't seem right, does it? I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm just saying it's like, what the fuck is that? They did add new creatures out here and I haven't seen them, so... Is that a... Is it a bird person? Yeah, they do have new music out here. So this is like the first time I'm hearing it. I know, I'm coming. Might have to use Scar to reach it. I don't think he can reach it. Well, actually, he can if he climbs the post. It's gonna give me a thing. Yep, it is like a bird hilly trail. That's weird. I'm gonna oh, that is so fucking imposing. Are they animal based? Yeah, it is. I was right. I didn't even need to know what it was, and I knew what it was. You can tell by the colors. It's easy. It's Anemo. Mysterious Heliotrope warrior that can manipulate animal to a certain degree. In battle, such Heliotropes will enter a hovering state with the aid of animal slimes. Attacking these slimes and shoot them down. We'll fucking make them your bitch. Oh my god.
Swift and merciful.
Where the fuck you running, bro? Skara, I need you to fly. Trying to fight him on an edge of a thing is impossible. Ow! Oh god. That was stupid. Oh, Scar, I can't hit him, so... But I want to drop off the ledge.
Submit for judgment. Swift and...
Yeah. Ooh. Please don't fall off the... Oh my fucking god. Yeah! Did he die from the fall, or what was that? What? Guess he died from the fall. The mercenary note. Oh man, they're gonna make me read. These notes looked to have been abandoned for many years, and the dry desert winds have made them brittle. The fact that they haven't been buried by the sands is quite odd indeed. The woman's fetal movements are growing stronger. She can no longer endure long treks, but they haven't given up. They want to continue north. You know, it can't be anywhere else, can it? They just have to go on to the Oasis. That's where I'm trying to go. Which just so happens to be another forbidden place. The nomads here may not welcome us with open arms. I warned them, but no, they wouldn't listen. Baybel, if she's a girl, then that's what we'll call her. That's what we said. And it was only then that I noticed how the woman's eyes were beautiful, like dust falling over the oasis. What am I reading? What are their names again? I didn't pay attention because there's no need to remember, really. They're just two idiots who will get themselves killed, and that much is obvious. The woman is from some sage's family. As for the man, his station is more lowly. Maybe he was from the desert too, some generations back. No wonder they came to the desert despite expecting a child. I've seen this plenty of times before, reckless couples who disappeared to the desert. The man went off on his own again. Nothing I can do about that. He's the one paying me after all. But why am I the one who has to accompany the pregnant woman? Maybe they trust you. It's not every day that a man leaves his pregnant wife and or girlfriend with another man, is it? I think that takes a lot of trust. To be like, oh, I'm gonna go out, I'll leave her with you. I think doing that is saying you trust someone. You know, enough that you will protect her and you won't hurt her or use her for other gains. Leaving somebody you care for, especially if they're carrying a child, I think that's saying a fucking hell of a lot. I would think. Damn it, I fucking fell so far down! Well, I'm trying to see, could he climb from here? Thank God I never have to experience that. To me, I feel like pregnancy is a nightmare. It might sound stupid to say, but I'm terrified of it. There's actually a condition that's called that for women who've never been pregnant but are afraid of it. There's an actual term. I can't remember what the fuck it's called right now, but I have it badly. I have it horribly. I don't like mentioning stuff like that, but I'll say it just this once.
Unnecessary.
I will kill you. Why does he do this to me? Eat it. Now, I had Sayu make those for me. I have to ask her to make me more. So where do I want to go? So I need to open up the waypoints. But what's funny about that though is the way I was going was this way. I think that purple thing that's out here, it might be out of reach. Because if you were looking where I was going versus where I am, that was heading towards the edge of the map. So it might not be something I can reach. Let's go guide the Sealy. I want to get the chests around here because I'm trying to level up that thing so I can go to the tree. Because the Tree of Dreams, I'm trying to max it. I don't know what my level is right now. I think I'm like 44 out of 50? Something like that. Ugh! I am an ice child. Guide me. Which begs the question, why do I have her out in the desert? Well, the same is true of Chang'an. They're both cryo. I need a fire character. Ooh. I got you. Hold on. Hey, where are you at? Do you want to help me?
More companions!
Yay! I know, right? It's kind of weird. Did you know that Yoimiya's voice actress was going around at Genshin conventions and she would go up to people and be like, do you like Yoimiya? And there were some people who would say no, which I think is, you know, it's whatever. And then she would be like, oh, well, I voice her. And then the look on their fucking faces was funny. Because I think they felt dumb. Like, can you imagine if somebody says, do you like something, and you say no, and then they go, well, I voiced them. You probably have like a, oh shit feel to you. It's like the feeling of somebody giving you something, and then you say something horribly, but they offer you a gift. I've seen compilations of that, of people doing like game rewards, where it's like you get it's like a game competition, and there was these one people who were playing this game, and I think it was really scummy. I think the guy didn't deserve the prize. It was basically a game. It was like a tournament, and I can't remember what the game was or who the guy was, but there was these two guys who entered in a tournament together for a specific game, and then they won, right? And then they asked him, well, do you have any feedback on the game? And the guy's like, I don't know. I actually don't really like the game much anymore, and I kind of find it boring. And he said that live in the tournament, and then they're like, oh, well, we were kind of hoping for a better answer, because, you know, it was all sponsored and shit, and they're trying to get, you know, feedback for the game and support for the game. And they have this guy who entered in their tournament who was up there saying that. Like, I don't understand why you would have said that. Even if it was true, why would you have said that in a mic live in front of hundreds of people, especially in a tournament that's being held in which you are earning fucking rewards for? And they still gave him a gift. Anyway, they still gave it to him anyway. They gave him like a little trophy, gold trophy of the game, and like he even won like money prizes, and I was like, why did they still give it to him? He's obviously an ungrateful son of a bitch. I don't know, stuff like that just rubs me the wrong way. Like, they still gave it to him, even though he literally just shat on the game in front of them, and live in front of a bunch of people.
Ooh, we find any firework materials in here?
But I think the reason why they did it is because he won. It was him and his friend who had entered in a competition for a game against two other people that were playing it, and they had defeated them. But, like, that's just, I don't understand why people do that. It's kind of fucked up, really. It's like the scummiest shit you could fucking do. I mean, if you didn't like it, fine, but why would you have to go into a paid sponsored fucking a tournament, which you still received gifts, and then say that, oh, I don't like it, I think it's boring, and I think it sucks? Like, why would you say that? I mean, if you didn't like it anymore, you could have kept it to yourself, but the guy just announced it. I mean, yeah, there's some truthfulness to being truthful. Being truthful isn't all bad, but sometimes it can be. What's up?
Here come the fireworks!
I didn't launch that correctly, and he completely missed her because she was above him. See, now that he has fire, he's gonna start hitting harder, but I'm too fucking high. Too high up.
That's far enough.
That's funny. Ever since the desert area came out, I keep seeing compilations of people fucking trying to make dicks in the sand. Because you can make patterns. Wow, don't drop her! No! It's fine. Just slap an egg in her face and she's back again. That's how shit works in this game. Well, that happened. Do you think you could elevate me enough? Grab the wall! I hate when that happens. They get stuck in an falling animation and you can't reset them. That's okay. The only thing about it is he must have regained his life back. Every time you get far away from an enemy that you're fighting, they will just automatically get their life back. It's fucking ridiculous.
Quit following me.
That's happened to me a lot. Like, they'll have like one hit point left, and I get knocked away, and then I have to redo it. Luckily for me, Scar hits like a fucking truck, so I don't worry about it. Revenge is sweet! You bastard! Just you wait till your fucking shield goes. Revenge. How dare you? How dare you kill my blonde-haired goddess? The fuck is wrong with you?
An answer from this world?
No, because clearly the answer from this world was you fucking dying. She fell so hard. No, I could heal her normally, but I'm gonna go touch that statue. I'm running out of health items to keep doing that. I like desert areas because it reminds me of Legend of Zelda. A lot of Zelda areas have a desert area. Because Ocarina of Time had the Gerudo Desert, and so did Twilight Princess. These are new. Care to tell me what this is? I can't reach it, whatever it is. Curious. I probably need something to hit it with. Every time they add a new region, there's new mechanics. There's probably something I need to do. Some kind of elemental reaction or something. Oh well. I need to get up there.
Too slow.
I swear to God. Can I touch you? Let me touch. What is that glowing shit down there? Oh. No, the hollow is here. So was I going towards it correctly? Because remember, I was going this way. And then I turned around to get the domain. So the purple thing I was walking to was over here. So this is not that. 12 out of 38. Yeah, because they opened up this. Basically, this here. This is what I was looking for. It's like a fucking hole that you could just fall into. I do like the new desert music though. They want me to read again? Strict control over entry and exit of all mountain passes is necessary to ensure that the ceremony and plan can be completed. Investigations into activity related to the Abyss Order can be Oh! You know, that's what I was thinking when I saw that gaping fucking hole like that. I was like, is that how you get to the Abyss? Is that the gate that leads us to our brother? But surely they wouldn't fucking do that. That's a joke. I don't even know if I can enter it, because I don't want to go in there and it takes me to somewhere else, because like there's so much for me to do out here. Just sharpen the fuck I don't do. There's so much for me to do out here. Please stop fondling yourself. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Fuck. See, this is a mechanic that I haven't explored yet. You. What if it's dendro? It looks like a fruit. I wonder. What if I? Let me see. I only have one dendro character. It's her.
Everything's ready.
No, no effect. So there must be something else then. See, every time they add something new to this game, it's not explained, and you have to figure out what it is yourself. And I wish that they would. I wish that when you. I do have another dendro character. I lied. I meant like a character that I can shoot with. That's what I meant to say. Fuck. Like, I wish that when you would walk up to an item, it would automatically display text on the screen telling you what it is and what you have to do to figure out what it is. Because there are other games that do that. This game does not. Woo. Clearly I have to hit it with that fruit. I think that's what it is. Like, you get the fruit or whatever that is, and then you hit this with it. Because there's other mechanics in the game that do that. A good example of that is when you get the crimson crystals in Dragonspine and you hit the ice and it melts them. If it's not them, then maybe it's that other little thing I came up to. But that thing that they're around over there. It's gonna take me a while to explore this new area.